pretty unorthodox whip mounts. They used to be clamped on the upper roll bars right here. We're gonna go ahead and drill a hole and drop this baby in there. Boop, right? Welder in. Alright, so as you can see, kind of flush mount. So we'll see how that holds up, or if we, you know, bend the truck in half because of it. So.
Alright, so we're quarantining the interior because everything's so nice and clean in there. We also gotta do a couple of coats of paint on the front end and all sorts of junk. So we just put these Lexan windows back in and left the wrap on there, and then we're just taping those holes, and now it's pretty sealed off. So I apologize, this looks ugly, but just the way it is. Oh, and check out this boy over here too. Good luck. It sucks because there's like factory tint on the back window, and I really wanted to put a good luck back here, so when we're in the dunes and we see like the LS boys, they'll be like, what is that thing? And it'll just say good luck and just taunting them. And then I have another one that's white and it says see you later. I was gonna put that like on the side window, so if we do like a flyby, but for now it's on the windshield. So one of the next things that needs to happen on this truck is cleaning everything up. All these have some pretty sharp edges under here, so that's what I'm gonna start on today. Just gonna go ham, kind of clean it up. So next up, I gotta kind of smooth all this out. The old rear bumper was attached to this. There's all these sharp edges. Give you guys a little update. Well, before I show you, so basically I was just going over the whole back end of the truck and getting rid of all sharp corners and a couple of things that we hadn't cleaned up yet. So we're pretty close now. So like these, rounded these corners off on all of these. And up there, those all had sharp corners. They just didn't do it. There's also this little like gusset here with the old logo from a fab shop who did some work on it. Got rid of that. No free clout. No, I'm just kidding. I only want Haugen Racing logos on this because we built the truck. Got rid of that. You can kind of see that one I still got to get rid of. In here, smooth that completely out. Bumper used to connect down there, so that's all like smooth and not sharp anymore. As well as on the C-notch, smooth those corners out. All those brackets that were up there are all gone and smooth. Before we paint it though, we'll go back over it and get everything really smooth, get rid of this old paint and stuff. Kind of smoothing this out as well. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I'm feeling pretty good about this back end. Kind of went in even on these pads where there was like scratch marks and stuff. Smoothed them out. All our corners are rounded off everywhere. These are all good. Came in here and smoothed these out a little more. I think one of the last things, really, I got these. All these random little studs. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I think I'm gonna get rid of all of those. And then, pretty content. I think I'm calling it a day on that. I got like all of these old studs. Bam, bam, just basically to the engine bay, because we'll use probably a lot of these. Figure that out though once we get the motor. Just looks a lot better once it's all coated under here too. Obviously this is kind of a hybrid race car slash show car deal. So like, I don't want to blend all these welds, not because of laziness. I have no problem sitting here and doing that, but I do not want to lose any strength. And the welds are pretty good. If it was truly just a show car, hell yeah, we'd blend all these welds. We'd do this completely differently. Like all this would be plated. There'd be no, you know, on and on, even get rid of all this stuff. But because it still needs to be a functional race car or race truck, whatever you want to call it. Race cars have good welds and you don't blend them. So if you guys are wondering why those are like that, that's how they're gonna be. You wanna show them off a little bit. That's why you try to get good at welding and get good welds in there. Obviously JMO's done all the welding. That's why he's a much better welder than I am. Alrighty, ladies and gents. The time is now for painting. Couple things. We haven't put in the bump stops yet, or the upper mounts for the coilovers and bypasses, or the mounts for the sway bars. Those three are unknown, and since we're not getting they kind of all rely on getting the coilovers and bypasses. Those are getting built right now, but we need to kind of keep moving. So those little areas will come back and grind and adjust and then paint. There's so much, like the rest of the truck's ready to be painted, so we're just gonna keep moving forward. So really, it's like, I mean, the whole bottom side of the truck and the whole back half. So JMO already painted like the engine bay. We got to go over that again, but we'll, you know, kind of blend this in and do this whole bottom side. Get these frame rails. We put all this plating in, all up in here too. Whole back end too. So it's all going semi-gloss black like we did the engine bay and like we've been doing a lot of the parts. So it should look really clean. We just spent a couple hours kind of sanding and cleaning everything up, prepping for this. We're not like tripping about overspray like we were, and then we kind of realized the paint's crap anyways. Yeah. So we're gonna have to kind of sand that anyways before we wrap. So I mean, we did mask off, you know, the important parts, but it's not really a worry. It's all gonna get wrapped on there anyways. Just so you guys know, like eventually we'd both like to see this chassis powder coated. There's so many new things that we did, new things that we fabricated that we just don't, you know, we're not 110% sure if it's all gonna work perfectly. We do need to go run it and do some testing, debut the truck, all that. I think everything's gonna work great, but there could be a couple final adjustments. Maybe we do those, tear it down, and you know, in the off season next year, then do like a nice powder coat. But every other part getting powder coated, so it's gonna look good. I think it'll look really, really nice.
Okay, we're gonna get started now. Woo!
Got everything primed. Bam.
Bam.
So some of the stuff that already had like multiple layers of paint, we just like scuffed over and doesn't really need to be primed. But a lot of this stuff was taken to metal. So looks good.
Every Ford Ranger out there with long travel's white, so.
Oh yeah, I got real AirPods by the way, guys. Prime Day, thank you. Had a huge sale. Just want to say I'm not a poser anymore.
Let me give you a poser one.
Guess what? I put them in your desk.
You did?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I was helping my mom clean her closet. My parents trying to sell their house, so I was over helping them clean everything and organize. And she found one of those power banks, a dope one. I know you have some, but I put that in your desk too.
I'm gonna be charging everything. I bought these from the old discount store. I think I got them for $12.99, dude. The skull candies.
What happened to your pods?
I think somebody thought they might be real pods and just yanked them.
People stealing fake pods now too. Priming was kind of boring, but I think we're gonna try to run a time lapse of painting this whole thing black. I think it'll be pretty cool. So let's. Well, we ran out of paint, but it's looking good. Gajen wants to be on camera. Let's go see what he's up to real quick, then I'll show you guys. Look at, you got air conditioning right on you, pal. Say hi. Oh, what a little partner. It's finally cool enough, and he was just going nuts for whatever reason in his office, so we set him up with a pen, and it's pretty decent in here now, especially right by the air conditioner.
I think he got pretty over us coming in there and taking a crap.
Yeah, check it out, guys. So this is like one heavy coat. We'll probably do at least one more heavy coat, but everything's primed. It's all basically one color now. I literally pulled the camera out like right as we finished. I didn't even really get to look at it, so I'm enjoying it with you guys.
It's pretty cool.
You guys, we're like, hopefully end of this week, we're gonna get like all the stuff that we have getting powder coated back, and all the fancy bolts are sitting ready to go. It's gonna get wild very soon here. Now go ahead and check out these other 2 videos and stick around. See you soon.